The difference between the poor and the rich begins long before any money is earned. It begins in a quiet place, a place most people never examine closely: the mind. Everything starts with how you think, how you interpret your reality, and how you react to the world around you. Rich people are not defined by the size of their bank accounts. They are defined by the patterns in their thinking, patterns that shape their behavior, their decisions, and ultimately, their destiny. They don't simply have more money. They think in ways that naturally lead them toward opportunities, growth, and abundance. One of the clearest distinctions between poor and rich thinking lies in the belief about personal growth. A person with a poor mindset sees themselves as static. They say things like, "I'm just not good with money," or "I wasn't born with those skills." But a wealthy mindset sees life as a continuous journey of learning. Rich people believe that almost anything can be learned with time, intention, and repetition. They treat skills like muscles, something that grows stronger the more you use it. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," they ask, "How can I learn this?" That tiny shift of language opens a door that most people never walk through. It transforms impossible into possible, and it transforms fear into curiosity. Opportunity is another major difference. Most people wait for opportunity to arrive looking obvious and attractive, but rich people understand that opportunity often arrives wearing camouflage. It looks like hard work. It looks like a small idea. It looks like a chance that others overlook. They have trained their minds to scan the world not for comfort, but for potential. They ask themselves questions like, "What can this become? What's the hidden value here? What am I missing that others don't see?" This mindset allows them to convert small chances into big outcomes. A poor thinker sees problems. A rich thinker sees possibilities hiding inside those problems. Another powerful difference lies in the perception of time. The average person trades hours for dollars. They work, get paid, spend, and repeat. But wealthy people value time differently. They see time as an asset, something that can multiply if used correctly. Instead of asking, "How much can I earn today?" they ask, "What can I build today that will pay me every day in the future?" They build systems. They invest in assets. They develop skills that produce long-term rewards. They create things that keep generating income, even when they're asleep. By thinking this way, they stop relying on constant labor. Their time becomes leverage. Imagine two people, Elena and Marcos, both with the same job, the same salary, and the same schedule. After work, Elena spends her time unwinding, relaxing, and distracting herself from the stresses of the day. Marcos spends that same time learning new skills, reading books about finance, building a small online project, or watching tutorials that improve his future. At first, the difference is invisible, but after 1 year, Marcos knows more, does more, and has more options. After 5 years, Elena is in the same place, while Marcos has moved into a better career or started a successful business. After 10 years, the gap is enormous. Elena wonders what went wrong. Marcos knows exactly what went right. This is the power of using time wisely. Another key part of rich thinking is the abundance mindset. Poor thinking is dominated by fear. Fear that resources are limited, fear that someone else's success reduces their own chances, fear that the world is a competition where only a few can win. But the wealthy mindset sees the world differently. It operates from the belief that value can always be created. Opportunities are not fixed. They expand with creativity. Success is not a competition. It's a collaboration. Rich thinkers believe in win-win situations. They build relationships, help others, share ideas, and connect people. Because they understand that the more value they create for others, the more value returns to them. Risk is another major difference. Poor thinking says, "Risk is dangerous." Rich thinking says, "Risk is information." Wealthy people don't jump blindly into risk. They study it, measure it, and compare the risk of acting to the risk of doing nothing. And often, the risk of staying the same is far more dangerous than the risk of trying something new. When poor thinkers see risk, they see fear. When rich thinkers see risk, they see opportunity, lessons, and growth. All these elements, Learning, opportunity, time, abundance, and risk form the outer layer of the wealthy mindset. But deeper layers exist, layers that influence emotions, long-term decisions, and personal discipline. And those deeper layers are where real wealth truly begins. True wealth doesn't begin in your bank account. It begins in your mentality, in your habits, and in the way you respond to the world. In this second part, we'll go deeper, past the foundations you learned earlier, and explore the internal patterns wealthy individuals use every day. These patterns are not always obvious, but they shape how they make decisions, how they solve problems, and how they grow faster than others. Let's begin with a powerful concept. 1. Wealthy people. Think in root causes instead of symptoms. Most people look at surface problems. If they're stressed, they try to relax. If money feels tight, they try to cut something. If they feel stuck, they blame circumstances. But wealthy thinkers look beneath the surface. They ask, what is creating this situation? What pattern am I repeating? What decision led me here? What belief is feeding this problem? For them, problems are signals, not walls. They see challenges as messages revealing what needs to be upgraded. And once you fix the root cause, everything else adjusts naturally. 2. They focus on systems, not motivation. Most people rely on motivation, but motivation is emotional. It comes and goes like the weather. Wealthy people don't depend on how they feel. They build systems that work even when motivation is low. A system for learning, a system for earning, a system for saving, a system for improving. Even simple routines, like setting aside a fixed amount to invest, reading every day, or tracking progress weekly, compound massively over time. When your life runs on systems instead of emotions, growth becomes predictable. 3. They separate identity from mistakes. Most people take mistakes personally. I failed. I'm not good enough. I'll never get it right. But wealthy thinkers separate identity from actions. They see mistakes as data, not definitions. They say, that didn't work. Let me adjust. What can I learn from this? Failure is just incomplete progress. Because they don't shame themselves for mistakes, they move faster, experiment more, and improve sooner than others. Self-judgment slows people down. Self-correction speeds people up. They use their environment as a tool. Most people underestimate how much their surroundings influence them. But wealthy individuals deliberately shape environments that support their goals. They choose people who inspire instead of limit, conversations that build instead of destroy, spaces that encourage focus, routines that reduce friction, influences that elevate their mindset. They know environment is stronger than willpower. If you surround yourself with growth, you grow. If you surround yourself with distraction, you stay stuck. The world around you feeds the world inside you. Wealthy thinkers are extremely curious. Curiosity is one of the most underrated habits of rich thinkers. They ask questions constantly. They explore new fields. They dive into topics they don't fully understand. They seek mentors without being ashamed of not knowing. Curiosity expands opportunities. Someone curious spots trends early. Someone curious discovers hidden advantages. Someone curious becomes adaptable. And in a world that changes fast, adaptability is wealth. 6. They seek clarity before action. Many people act without clear direction. They start a project without a defined goal. They invest without understanding. They work hard without a plan. They chase everything and catch nothing. But wealthy individuals prioritize clarity. Before taking action, they ask, what outcome do I want? What steps are necessary? What skills do I need? What's the smartest first move? Clarity saves years. Confusion wastes decades. 7. They respect boredom and use it. Most people avoid boredom at all costs. They fill every minute with stimulation, scrolling, noise, distraction. But wealthy thinkers embrace boredom as a space for ideas. They allow their minds to slow down, reflect, and imagine. Some of the best decisions are born in silence. Some of the most profitable ideas come from quiet moments. Some of the clearest insights appear when nothing else is happening. While most people drown in constant stimulation, wealthy individuals give their mind room to breathe. 8. They think in energy management, not just time. Management. Time management focuses on hours. Energy management focuses on quality. Wealthy people protect their energy. They avoid draining people. They set boundaries. They stop arguing about things that don't matter. They eliminate tasks that take more than they give. They rest purposefully to stay sharp. They know that 1 hour of high-quality energy is worth more than 5 hours of exhausted effort. Your energy creates your results. They make decisions through principles, not pressure. Most people make decisions based on emotion, urgency, or other people's expectations. But wealthy individuals develop personal principles that guide them. I don't invest in what I don't understand. I don't argue with people who aren't trying to grow. I don't make decisions when I'm angry or tired. I don't buy things that don't create value. I don't chase shortcuts. Principles act like guardrails. They protect them from emotional choices and keep them aligned with their long-term goals. 10. They practice strategic patience. This is one of the most powerful mental habits. Most people want things fast. Quick success, quick money, quick progress. But wealthy thinkers understand timing. They know when to wait, when to observe, and when to strike. They don't rush big decisions. They don't panic during slow seasons. They don't expect success overnight. Strategic patience doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing the right things consistently and allowing time to do its part. Patience plus strategy equals unstoppable growth. The wealthy mindset is not loud or dramatic. It's subtle, quiet, internal. It shows up in the questions you ask yourself, in the systems you build, in the way you respond to challenges, and in the environment you choose. Becoming wealthy begins with thinking wealthy, not in terms of money, but in terms of clarity, curiosity, discipline, and long-term vision. Because real transformation starts inside, long before anyone else can see it. And from that moment, your entire life begins to shift.